So we're looking to save maybe $2 trillion. And it'll have no impact. Actually, it'll make life better, but it'll have no impact on people. It's not like we will never cut Social Security, things like that. It's just waste, fraud, and abuse.
Waste, fraud, and abuse. 5 weeks out from Election Day, Trump's powerhouse DOJ duo is already looking for ways to trim the waste in Washington. They're going to have to move fairly quickly on this. And today, the House caucus working to advance the agenda. They just wrapped up their first meeting to tackle where to begin. Joining me exclusively now are the co-chairs of the House DOJ caucus, Texas Congressman Pete Sessions and Florida Congressman Aaron Bean. Gentlemen, great to have you with us. You just had your first meeting. What is the priority? What's the first thing that can be agreed upon to start cutting?
Martha, it's great to be with you. First of all, it just ended about 20 minutes ago. There's still an energy, there's still a buzz on Capitol Hill. We had a packed caucus room, many more people attended than we thought. We had over 50 Republican members, 3 Democrats. And it was really, I think the first thing is to build trust before these two parties that haven't trusted each other, but we're going to have to trust each other if we're going to go forward.
I think we spoke, Martha, specifically about working together, bringing all the ideas into a format where we not only gather them, but then have debate and discussion about them. This is about making the government more efficient also.
Okay, those are great beginnings, but, we've heard specifics from Musk and Ramaswamy about places that cuts can be made: education, agriculture, making employees come back to the office if they have still been out for 4 years since COVID. Watch this. There's broad spread support for this. Watch this from Jon Stewart and Mark Cuban. Watch this.
I had a conversation with the Deputy Secretary of Defense where we were talking about the $850 billion budget. And you would have thought, like, I asked what underwear she was wearing. Like, her response to being questioned about the lack of passing an audit on $850 billion. It was
multiple times.
Just, went like, how dare you? The arrogance of it was wild.
So, Congressman Bean, did you talk about specifics in there about where the cutting begins?
We talked about specifics on the format of how we're going to go forward. Watching your video there, we do have to get people back to work. Our office is overrun with casework because they can't get federal workers on the phone. We're gonna take that up after we get the format going.
Okay, Congressman Sessions. So you're starting with trying to get people back to work, and will those people be let go or given very generous packages if they do not want to show up back at their federal job?
Martha, when we looked at the Ronald Reagan building that is here in Washington, D.C., and during the year, we had huge conversations with Office of Management Budget and OPM, Office of Personnel Management. They told us that their goal, the president's goal, is to have 40% of people at work any given day and 60% meaning they could be at home working. The bottom line is that Ronald Reagan building, when a real search became available of the card keys, it revealed 60% came less than 1 day a week.
Wow.
We must get workers back to work. If we're going to make a determination about the size of work and what's ahead, noses are going to have to be counted. As you know, Intel and Apple are trying to do these same things. The President of the United States will be able to do that through an executive order and tell people they've got to come back. Then we'll figure out who wants to work.
Okay. Just 30 seconds, Congressman Bean. Can you identify something besides getting people back to work that you think is an easy cut right out of the gate? What is it?
Easy cut. Well, we're already talking about education. Not an easy cut. Getting people back to work and a reassignment of management of these buildings should be an easy cut.
Okay. Well, we look forward to it. We know that Musk and Ramaswamy are people who will want to see, the pace picked up dramatically from what sometimes we understand the deliberative process in Congress is important, but there's a very tight window here. So we thank you guys for being here, gentlemen, for being here, and we're gonna keep on you. We hope you'll come back soon and give us some progress updates.
Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, Pete Sessions and Aaron Bean, Congressman, for joining us today.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.